The power of humility and the path to connection. We were standing in the kitchen, both of us staring at the sink like it had offended us personally, and neither of us willing to move. Plates, a ragged stack of apologies that hadn't been spoken yet. That quiet was louder than the shouting that usually starts these things. Humility didn't look like surrender in that moment. It looked like the thin, brittle chance that one of us would say something small and true and everything might change. Or not. But that's the thing. Humility is a choice you make in the small, ugly lights of everyday life, not just on the big days when everything is already falling apart. The power of humility in everyday moments. You don't have to be a saint to practice humility. You just have to be willing to point at one piece of the mess and say, "This is mine." That's oddly brave. People treat humility like it's a passive move, some soft resignation, but actually, in marriage, it's one of the most active things you can do. It's the decision to own what you did, to step out of the contest of who's right and into the work of being together. When humility shows up first, everything else relaxes. Your partner doesn't want you to win every argument. They want to feel safe enough to be honest without being punished for it. When you choose humility, you open the door to that. You create a space where vulnerability doesn't feel like an invitation to attack. That's where trust begins to grow, not from perfect behavior, but from the repeated, reliable act of showing up and fixing the things you broke. That said, humility isn't a magic trick. It won't erase all pain. It won't make you less human. Some days you'll still be stubborn and petty. Some days you'll think you're being humble, and that's just your pride in disguise. Either way, humility is the lever that shifts the weight of the relationship towards safety instead of scorekeeping. Principle 1. Humility is a courageous choice to own parts of the problem. Calling out your own mistakes doesn't make you small. Saying, "I was wrong" out loud in front of the person who matters takes a kind of bravery most people don't practice because it's uncomfortable. We're trained to protect our image, to keep score, to make sure we're the one who looks reasonable when everyone else looks silly. But in marriage, the point isn't being right. The point is being whole together. Here's how to see it practically. Separate the problem from the person. If the fight is about dishes, the real issue is a shared feeling, overwhelm, disrespect, tiredness, not the person's moral failure. When you own your part, you're saying, "I see the harm I caused," not "you're the problem." That's disarming. It's also not easy. It forces you to reckon with habits you've been defending for years. I'm not saying you should confess to every tiny misstep like you're auditioning for sainthood. No, say what's true and useful. Name the part that will actually change the situation when you stop doing it. That's humility in action. Practical short sequence to try when things cool down. 1. Set aside 10 quiet minutes. Take time alone right after a conflict while feelings are still fresh, not raw. 2. List 3 specific contributions you made. Write down what you did that mattered to the problem. 3. Write one alternative for each, a different move you could have taken in that moment. 4. Commit to one small, concrete action in the next 24 hours, something doable you'll actually remember.